Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse, let me just start from verse 1. So, and I will read verse 1 and verse 2. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. 2. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. I actually want to speak to those who are farmer right now. If you have any farmer around you there, just let him hear. Let her hear about this. A time to plant and a time to plant, to plug up that which is planted. A farmer who does not plant should not expect to go and plug. If you don't plant anything, if you don't have any seed that you planted during the rainy season, you don't expect to begin to think of plugging, harvesting what you have planted. So that is that sure. That is very sure. So now, a farmer you are, I don't actually know what has become of you, what fell on you, and you did not notice at all. You now begin to mingle with the farmers of your caliber. You now begin to mingle with those who are farmer, but now presently they are no more farming. You are yielding to their advice. Don't mind them, wait for a while, let's just go to so place. And you follow them. You are forgetting that the former year, you have a particular time that you planted. But this year now, you are now yielding to that your farmer friend who was a farmer before. I will even use it that way. Or a farmer friend who is not planting the way you are planting, who his own farming is only for his family, but you for your own family and for others to settle. As a farmer you are, I don't know what has actually become of you or fell on you that you now enjoy pleasure than being serious with your business. Your business is your farming, and you know how much you are making in that farming every year. Different types of farming you are into. But this year now, they are now pushing you. They are now reminding you to go and do your normal thing. Instead of you to tell them, to them rather. But you are following that your friend who just want to start farming, or who have dropped farming for some time, coming back into it again. You are copying him, copying her. I wonder, I pity you. If you don't quickly take action now, you find yourself to blame. You will discover that at the end of the day, that other farmers are harvesting what they have planted. You are still waiting for your own to be ready for harvesting. So you better you take action and stop moving around with those unserious farmers. You have been serious before, people know, and that's where they are advising you. They are encouraging you to quickly start your planting. But you never knew the meaning of that. But because of the useless enjoyment that does not have any meaning, pleasure that does not have any meaning, that one have now made you to begin to do anyhow, to behave anyhow. You've forgotten that if you don't plant, you cannot go and harvest. And you've forgotten that there is time for you to plant before you cannot think of reaping, before you cannot think of going to harvest. If you plant late, then you harvest late. And when you plant late, for you to harvest, you may not harvest the way you've been harvest. Your harvest may be very small because you fail to plant at the right time. Planting at the right time helps you to harvest at the right time. And you not only harvest at the right time, but you harvest big. You harvest plenty. You harvest big because you have planted at the right time. Whatever you do not do at the right time, by the time you are not going to harvest, you will not harvest as others are harvest because you only harvest little, whereas you're supposed to harvest plenty. For you to harvest plenty shows you need to plant early. There are some that even plant early, they didn't plant many. They plant early, but they didn't plant plenty. But those that now plant late, they now plant more than you. But you will be surprised that you that plant early, but you didn't plant much, you will harvest even more than those that plant late and also plant more than you. Why is that? You have planted at the right time, even though you didn't plant plenty. But I want you to know that you are going to harvest bigger than those that plant late. Because planting late means that it is getting out of hand. It is not the right time to plant. So by the time you are now going to harvest, because you planted late, you will not harvest plenty crops. Only little you will get, and that little will not be big. Each of them will not be as big as you expect, because the water that's supposed to do them good is gradually leaving. So it is better you plant early and you also plant plenty, big, so that you can harvest at the right time and harvest plenty. So don't join those farmers that are not serious. You have been found serious early, but don't allow any spirit to now bounce on you. Don't allow any spirit of laziness to now control you. Because if you allow any laziness to control you, you will find yourself to blame. So it's better not to blame yourself, because if you don't do well, if your crops did not do well when you are harvesting, there is no one to blame. You cannot even blame God. You will blame yourself because you didn't do at the right time. The right time is very much important in anything one is doing. As a farmer, you need to plant at the right time. The months you should plant, the weeks you should plant, you must make sure you observe, you abide by it. So my advice for you today is that as you have been doing before, go ahead doing it, because what you are doing before favors you than the one you are now stepping into. So I advise you to plant early and plant plenty so that you can harvest at the right time with multiple results, with multiple income, multiple products. So don't join those who are yet to do anything. Don't join the unserious to begin to do anyhow you like. Plant early so that you can harvest plenty at the right time as well. I pray that God Almighty will help you.